Hey everyone, and welcome to TGS's official Creator Lounge stream space, supported by Tokyo Otaku Mode. As you can see, we are some Tokyo Otaku Mode.
I'm not wearing my shirt.
You're not wearing the shirt. I'm wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're here at TGS. This is actually the first day for the public that's open, but we've actually been here for 4 days. Well, sorry, two previous days. There we go. Alex is looking at me like, what is this dude talking about? Like, calm down. It's okay. Anyways, but we're going to be here giving our thoughts about Tokyo Game Show. And also we've got another part of the stream that's going to be coming up in about probably 20, 30 minutes with Nonsense, the Anime Man's brand, fashion brand. We're going to be doing a giveaway, so please stick around for that part of the stream. But anyways, I mean, just to give a quick introduction of who we are, because you may or may not know us. My name is Adrian. I work at Tokyo Otaku Mode. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh snap, we're gonna
weird if you didn't." Yeah.
we're gonna blow them up."
Yeah.
But anyways, you might have seen my name on customer support tickets, and also I manage the Twitter account for Tokyo Otaku Mode and do some things like this. So you might have seen me in the past, but this is
Yo, what's up? Yeah, I'm Alex. I do a bunch of stuff. I guess my business card technically says like customer relations, but it's kind of vague. It's like a lot of stuff like this. It's just, like some social media, like whatever they ask me to do, I'll do it.
He's like a merc or an all-arounder.
Yeah,
I mean, you could be our Solid Snake.
Like, yeah, I'm not though, but yeah, I appreciate it though. Thank you.
Yeah. So anyways, for the first about 20 minutes or less, we're just going to give a little bit of an overview about what the creator space or creator lounge has been about the first 2 days we've been here. Essentially, Tokyo Game Show has official influencers who have applied to, they want to be a little bit of the face of Tokyo Game Show. And he's like, yeah. But yeah, they're huge influencers, and they use this space right here to just be interviewed, right? We had another influencer, Hi Guy. If you may or may not know him, he streams on Twitch. Really, really high energetic person.
Yeah, that's where the high part comes from, right?
Yeah. High tension gaijin.
Right.
My tension's not that high.
I
can't go that high. I can't go like
I'm like bottom of the barrel of like energy. I can't. This is the most I can give, honestly.
This is the most. Like even when we're working together, I'm always kind of like around this tempo or this speed. But Alex is like,
I'm constantly on the verge of death. Yeah.
Today is a day.
Oh yeah, no, it's a struggle.
But yeah, so that's what we've been using the space for so far. And it's been successful. I mean, a lot of people influencers have been kind of dropping by and giving their interviews. I think we've had around 9 or 10 of them from around the world, mainly here in Asia. So like Malaysia or Saudi Arabia. We've had some people from the Philippines as well. And it's just been like really nice getting to see people from around the world coming here to Tokyo Game Show, which is blowing up this year.
Yeah. I guess there's a lot of people. So like, if you were here right now, like we're kind of in this weird like window area. It's like an aquarium. It feels like it.
We're in an aquarium
like
where people outside can look in and see us.
And there's just like, so from here we can see like all the people lining up to get inside. There's just a ton of people out here like, getting food and stuff. So it's busy.
It's very busy. I mean, I think this year is probably the busiest I've seen it, because next year we've got some good games coming out, and we'll probably get to that later. But like, we got Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Delta.
Yeah,
and then we've also got Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yeah.
Like those two alone are probably, I think for a lot of people, Monster Hunter and Metal Gear Solid have made their, I don't want to say childhoods, but I mean like they're huge. Those are huge franchises.
Yeah, definitely like tentpole franchises of the Japanese industry, I would say.
Exactly. But yeah, all of those demos are actually here on the show floor. I had a chance to play Wilds, and Alex was able to play some of Metal Gear Solid, so that's awesome. But yeah, Square Enix is here. There's also Koei Tecmo. I was gonna say Koei Tecmo, but I get those two confused.
Sure. Yeah.
And there's also a bunch of goods here from like Sega and what are they, like not Elden Ring, but there's a brand that's doing like Elden Ring.
A lot of high quality. Yeah, it looks. Those shirts look sick.
Dude, the shirts are sick.
Really
they
good,
cost so much, but they're sick. Kojima Productions is here.
As always.
Selling like really good merch for really good.
I love it.
price.
Just like the Koji Pro merch is like hilarious because it's like, oh, do I want this like shirt? And you're like, how much is it? And you're like $80. Oh man, I don't know if I want it that much.
Dude, I think Kojima's like the only game dev like who's split from the
Yeah.
Japanese part, like
Yeah.
from the company, and just made like he is the brand.
I
Like
mean,
his
it's,
company
it's
is
his
the brand,
name.
but
It's his name. Yeah,
it's-
yeah.
Because when you walk up to that booth, it just says Kojima Productions.
That's true,
you know,
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
but it's a nice little it's a nice merch booth that they have every year.
Yep.
They're also offering like really good stuff. So
Yeah. And I love how they technically only have like one game, right? But
there's still technically only one game,
Yeah.
soon to be like I don't know, because
3,
OD
yeah.
is going to be multiple
Yeah.
games, and then of course there's Death Stranding 2, which is having their kind of
yeah. Well, now we're
conference
ramping
tomorrow.
up to Death Stranding 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess I don't think there's anyone who doesn't really know about Tokyo Game Show now.
At this point.
At this point.
Yeah.
Did you ever have any like memories of Tokyo Game Show though? Like when you first came here and like when you first were able to get on the Tokyo Game Show floor, like was it like a dream come true or?
I guess in some way, yeah, because like back then, like the biggest shows were like
E3.
E3 was like the biggest
Yeah,
one, right?
yeah.
So you always hear about E3, and like a lot of the big announcements were at E3, like console reveals were at
Yeah.
E3, and then TGS was like another big one for the industry.
Yeah.
So I had heard of TGS, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I want to go. I primarily like play mostly Japanese games.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to go to this. Was it a dream come true? I guess. I don't know, kind of. Like my first TGS ever was when they were promoting, when Konami was promoting Peace Walker.
Oh, really? So it's like a.
Yeah. So I showed up for public day, and then, Kojima was like on stage. Like,
Yeah.
a few
just
a
like-
few,
yeah,
a
just
few
like
meters
right-
a few
right in
meters
front
a
of
few
you,
meters
you know?
away, and I was like, oh, it's it's that guy, it's like my game hero. So that was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Industry's a little different now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think that's the coolest thing about any of these trade shows is that you never know who you're going to see just walking around.
Yeah.
Or because like some of those devs, they're on the show floor during public day,
Yeah.
rest their souls, but don't rest their souls, but
Holy shit. I can't believe you just oh no.
but I'm just saying, bless their souls, because it is like swamped out there. This year there are 985 companies.
Yeah, it's huge number.
900. I was
it's
like, wait a
big.
minute. I was watching this thing on NHK yesterday, and they were
Yeah.
reporting. It's like 985.
It's big.
What?
Did you go see, like, I think it's up here, kind of by Hall 9,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's the board. That's like a map of TGS.
Yeah.
And it's like, here's the vendors, or here's like all the the publishers and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a comically, disgustingly
disgusting.
huge list of people.
And I feel like they've added like there's more walking space than
Yeah.
they're like every year they're increasing the walking space, but still, I don't think I think we're getting to a point where next year or something it's just going to be insane. There's E3's gone, it's
Right.
gone. There's only 2 of these kinds of public big game shows.
Yeah,
left.
the soul of E3 kind of has moved on to other events, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's nice to be here. If you do happen to be in Japan from the 26th, the 26th is already passed, but to the 29th of September,
So
which
tomorrow.
is if you're here till tomorrow.
If you come here today and
Yeah,
you're here,
and you're here tomorrow.
TGS.
Yes, and it's in the Makuhari Messe, which is here in Chiba.
Yeah,
It's a lot of-
it's called Tokyo Game Show. It's not in Tokyo.
But it's not in Tokyo.
It's like Tokyo. It's like Tokyo Disneyland.
That was the first time
Yeah.
when I came here. I was like, but it's not in Tokyo.
What do you mean? It's like
it's in Chiba. I was like,
it's not Tokyo Game Show.
dude,
It's lies.
yeah.
It's a show of lies.
it's a show of lies
Yeah.
with a couple of things of truths. But there hasn't been any like major announcements this year. so far.
At TGS, you mean?
Yeah, TGS.
That's true. Yeah, no, you're right.
I don't think there's going to be.
Yeah.
And if you're looking to this stream for any major announcements, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We don't have
we
any.
appreciate you checking out the
We
stream.
appreciate you checking out the stream. But I mean, I think Death Stranding 2 is probably going to be the only game that has like some announcements. Today we also have Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. Like, we don't know like what the publishers have planned. Like,
Yeah.
there are some cases where they'll do surprise announcements or on public day because
Yeah.
they know that like more people are gonna be here. Let's do something
Like
cool.
let's
yeah.
do something cool.
But it really feels like recently a lot of the big publishers will kind of announce their stuff like 1 or 2 days just before TGS to try to like get the hype cycle going. They'll do an announcement, and then at TGS you can come and check out footage. So like Sega did this with the recent
with the Like a Dragon Gaiden
Pirate edition.
I almost called it Pirate Warriors.
Yeah, no, not that one. No,
dude, they put out a little bit of a combat stuff today, and I was like, that's pretty. Like, it looks really cool, and it like. I was surprised that it's actually on the show floor at Sony's booth, I believe, at the PlayStation booth.
Yeah.
You can play, and of course at Sega's booth, I think you can go and play it for a little bit.
So I feel like that's kind of the trend. So Alice did, I mean, kind of same company, but like Alice was like, Persona, what is it, 5X?
Oh yeah, that's the phone,
the mobile one,
the mobile one,
yeah. And then they announced that for Japan. It's been out for a while in other regions, but I think they just announced that it's coming out to Japan. I don't know about English-speaking countries though. I'm not sure.
I don't think it's in English-speaking countries yet.
Not yet.
Yeah,
but surely.
But probably right.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Persona fans really want
and
another. Persona.
so that's also going to be or it is at Sega's booth, so you can check that out.
So yeah, like I said, we have a lot of things that we are definitely going to talk about coming up throughout this stream. But first, we are going to have a guest come. Not right now. Probably in about 5 minutes.
Just by the way.
Heads up.
Guest is coming.
For anyone who's a huge fan of Cyberpunk Edge Runners. The Anime Man's brand or fashion brand, Nonsense, they did a collaboration with them, and we'll be giving away some merch. So don't go anywhere. And please don't go anywhere. We're begging. I mean, I'm begging. Alex is like, dudes, don't beg like this. I mean, I will say what's been kind of cool about this little area during the business days. There's not like a lot of people outside using it like to eat. I mean, there's a little bit. Yeah. Because there's like food trucks and stuff out here. Yeah. But today there's a lot of people out there eating, but there's like some people in cosplay. So we just had like Sora and Roxas
eating like food just like in front of us. Yeah.
They could have been eating like freaking, I don't know, this rocket chicken over there.
Yeah.
But they were looking in. I was like, oh my goodness, it's Sora. No Kingdom Hearts news, right?
No. Probably speaking of Kingdom, like what's
speaking of Kingdom Hearts, what do you have something?
No, I'm just remembering that like Square like announced that, and then I don't think we've heard much about it.
About it.
Square's been on a huge run of like not Kingdom Hearts recently, so we had FF16, FF7, Dragon Quest now. Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna get back to Kingdom Hearts.
I mean, who knows? Probably. They still have the mobile game that's gonna be coming out.
That's still running.
Well, there's going to be a Kingdom Hearts mobile.
There's like a new one.
The new one, yeah.
The new one. New one. There's a lot of those.
It's just one, though. It's just one.
Okay, yeah.
And then I think 4. And I think that's like it that we know of right now.
Yeah.
Apparently Nomura, like there was an interview with him. He's like, I have to watch like fan vids for like the story breakdown because it's so long now.
Yeah.
He's got to remind himself.
What's the biggest shock of Kingdom Hearts 4 so far? We've only have the one trailer, but is it?
It's in Shibuya. Well, yeah. Well, so in that interview, he said like it's in Shibuya, and that's something they wanted to do like from the start. Like this was something that he wanted to do, but it's like the whole question of is it real or not? Kingdom Hearts. The actual entire story that you have experienced up until now.
The whole like last 20 years have been like a fever dream.
Yes. Did it even happen? Is the whole question. I'm like,
Goofy's not actually real. Like sort of wakes up. There's no actual.
Please don't. Yeah. Please just let it be real. I don't want that to. I don't want that to be. Oh, hi, it's Zach and Aerith walking behind us. We really need a second camera just to pan
like an audience cam. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really good cosplay. Really good cosplay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was like. Zach and Aerith.
No, you just derailed your.
I derailed my own thought.
Yeah.
Same company though, Square Enix.
Oh yeah.
See, I stayed on.
Barely.
Anyways, we're gonna take a short break, probably about 10-15 minutes. We're gonna go get the guest, and then we'll be back. So don't go anywhere. Stay around.
We'll know. We'll know.
We'll know. You just say like, we got eyes in your walls. That's. No. Anyways, we'll be back in a little bit, so stay tuned, and we'll check you a little bit later. All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to TGS's official Creator Lounge stream space, sponsored by or supported by Tokyo Otaku Mode. And this is part 2 of our live stream, where we're going to be taking a look at some great merch from Nonsense and their collaboration with Cyberpunk Edge Runners. So be sure to stick around to the end of this stream to find out how you can win this very nice, awesome hoodie that she's wearing right now. So once again, my name is Adrian. I'm part of Tokyo Otaku Mode, and I'm joined with by a special guest.
I'm Haru. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad you're here. It's a pretty good TGS. Could you tell us a little about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm one of the designers. It's usually, well, I guess just to start off as Nonsense is we're still a pretty small team. There's about 10 of us to your brand. I'm one of the designers on the team. So yeah, I take care of most of the silhouette design, or it could be small details and whatnot, but it's usually all the designs are a collaborative effort, and yeah, it's we're a small, close-knit team.
Awesome. And then, I mean, we're honestly, we're just gonna keep this light, fun for the next 30 to 40 minutes. So everyone, thank you for joining us, and just kind of relax and chill, because it's Tokyo Game Show. Is this your first TGS, or have you been to a couple? I
actually try to come every year. So I think this is my 4th year.
Okay.
4th or 5th.
4th or 5th?
Yeah. I usually come at least once a year. Before, I think at the very beginning, it was always public days. So I had to do the whole 1 hour away, come a little early. But recently, because of some very nice people, I was able to get into the business days, which has been really nice.
Which is good. Honestly, I kid you not, looking outside right now, people are still, it's 11 o'clock, 11 whatever, but people are still waiting to get inside the venue. So it's, yeah, when you get the special privilege, it's nice.
I know, right? It's nice. But nice. I mean, it is pretty cool to see that every year it's not less people or anything like that. I feel like it's actually more people every year. So I feel like TGS is getting more popular and popular.
Exactly.
So, which is actually pretty cool to see.
Yeah. I mean, I think this year, because I was saying it before, but we've got a lot of really anticipated games coming from Japan, Monster Hunter Wilds, and then we've also got Metal Gear Delta that'll be coming out next year too. So it's Silent Hill 2. Okay, so were there any games or any booths that stood out to you so far?
So I am a avid Monster Hunter fan.
Okay.
So Wilds has been on my list since it got announced. I play World and Rise. I don't want to admit how many hours I have in it.
You can't. Okay, so look. Okay, I've played at least 300 hours. That's the lower side. I play the lower amount, everybody.
So I want to preface this by saying I have friends who play on multiple consoles.
Okay.
And because, there was no crossplay in the other ones, I used to buy 2 copies of everything. And let's just say every copy I have about maybe 500 hours.
That's good.
Yeah, it's not, I mean, combined it might be over 1,000, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's nothing. Yeah, I mean, you're not playing Monster Hunter unless you're playing at least 200 for the story and a little bit of the
That's what everyone says, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
That's when the tutorial ends, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But were you able to play Wilds?
Yes.
Okay.
And I pre-ordered it as soon as I went home. So, I mean, not going to lie, I would have probably pre-ordered it without trying.
Yeah.
But as soon as I tried it, it was okay, yeah, no, of course. Of course, I'm going to pre-order the deluxe edition too. So yes. I did a little bit of spending.
It's I mean, I got to play it as well, and it's actually playing it as opposed to just seeing a trailer was really
it's a different experience.
It's a different experience. Yeah. And I found myself using the Sacred to just switch weapons, so I do bow and sword and shield.
Okay.
And so I'm okay, now the monster's trying to run away, or it's just a little bit further away, so I hop on the Sacred, which comes instantly.
I know, its response time is so fast.
It's so nice, and then you just swap. The swap takes no time.
Yeah.
And there's something about I've always loved the fact that you can jump attack in Monster Hunter, jump off a cliff or something.
Yeah.
You jump off the Sacred after you switch a weapon, you're got him, let's go. Continue into it, so.
Yeah, so I don't play any long range.
Okay.
So I usually play Insect Glaive and Hunting Horn. So that's one of the things I might reconsider, because I know you can actually fight from your mount, right?
Yeah.
So in that case, I'm a little torn between choosing. Maybe I need a long distance.
You need a long,
we'll
just
see, we'll
one.
see.
You know, they're both good. They're both good.
I think that's my biggest anticipated game that's out today. So.
Okay, sweet. So I would assume, I don't have to ask this next question. Is like, what game would you recommend? But what game are you currently playing instead?
That's a hard question because I play multiple at a time. Like,
Okay.
I mean, Monster Hunter World, I still am playing just to kind of, practice, I guess, for Wild. And then I regularly play like Final Fantasy 14.
Okay.
I also actually play, this isn't an ad or anything like that, but
no,
I regularly play Cyberpunk as well because I really love the atmosphere of Cyberpunk 2077. So it's like I mean, even though like I finished the game and everything, I still like to kind of go back and explore and everything because the world is so amazing and like. Did
you play on launch and then finish it?
I did.
And then now you're going back and it's like after everything has been rehauled essentially.
Yeah, like
so it's
my skills have changed and everything. So it's like, wait, what? Like it's a whole new game.
It's a whole new game.
But I mean, I love that world. So that's kind of. I mean, Other than that, it's. FromSoft is always a good go-to as well.
Thank
but
you.
I'm a big FromSoft fan as well. So it's a good variety of games.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, we're here actually to talk about nonsense. But just kind of casually going. Sorry, there's an Elden Ring character behind us.
I know. So I've seen so many cosplays today.
A Tarnish just walked up, and my eyes. I have like just the ADHD. I'm like. Someone's behind us. Okay. Anyways, back on topic. So could you tell us a little bit about the Nonsense collaboration and how it came about?
So it very
about Nonsense and how Nonsense came about. There we go.
Okay,
Nonsense isn't a collaboration. It's a brand.
Nonsense is founded by Joey, the anime man. He wanted to make a fashion brand that basically collabs with anime or manga or games.
Okay.
And he wanted something that was a little bit more like fashion oriented, not necessarily like merch.
Right.
So he wanted something that was like the designs were subtle enough that even if you're not a big fan of the like anime or that particular franchise, you can still fall in love with the brand
and enjoy it.
So and also like he really wanted items that even if it's just one item, you don't really have to think too much about like, oh, how do I style this item? It could just be you throw it on, you look really cool.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like he just wanted to make cool clothes for cool people, basically.
That's, I mean, that's what I need in my wardrobe. So, so it's like, I think that's a really good concept because there's a lot of people who, like you have your favorite series or you have your favorite thing that you love, and you're always looking for a way to share it with other people in a way that other people who maybe might not be into it are just like, you know what, that's really cool. Where did you get this from? And they might not at first notice that, like your shirt right now, it's like Cyberpunk Edge Runners is on it. They might not see it at first, but after they start looking at the details, they're like, oh, this is like Cyberpunk Edge Runners. What's that? And then they like kind of go in from there. So it's like a really good kind of gateway, right?
And also, like, for example, especially in Japan, we still have that stigma of like, you don't really want to, some people don't want to admit that they're into like otaku culture or like games or something. So I think it's also a really good way to kind of wear what you like, but it's not too, too otaku wear kind of thing.
I don't want to say, but it's not the anime character taking up half of your T-shirt kind of thing, which
I mean, those are actually cool too.
Yeah. I mean,
we just wanted something that was more subtle. I guess,
a little bit more subtle. But yeah, could you tell me what got you into fashion, and then maybe how you became connected with the Anime Man and the brand?
Yeah, so I got into fashion because I read Nana, the manga.
Snap.
Yeah, because the author actually went to fashion school, and that's why she draws the way she does.
Yeah.
So it's very like fashion. I mean, that's how I learned like draw like fashion sketches.
Okay.
It's kind of her art style is really reminiscent of that. So I read that. I fell in love with it. That's kind of what introduced me to like Vivienne Westwood, and then Vivienne Westwood got me introduced to Yoji Yamamoto, and then that's kind of where I fell in love with like men's fashion, and then from there it's a whole very deep hole.
The
of,
deep rabbit hole.
Yeah,
of,
I mean, ever since then, that's all I did. College, I studied fashion. I went to
Okay.
fashion school afterwards. That's kind of all I wanted to do since middle school. So the fact that I'm here designing for a brand is
Right.
like a dream come true.
yeah, I was
So
gonna say like, yeah, you're
yeah.
living your dream, which
Yeah,
is,
yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's a very inspirational thing,
Mm-hmm.
and especially like you said, it started out from just Nana reading a manga.
Yeah,
which,
yeah.
if you haven't read Nana or watched the anime,
please do.
please do.
It's amazing.
I'm serious. Please do. We also
You'll
have some
fall in love with
figures.
fashion too.
I was gonna be like, quick promo. We also have some figures on Tokyo Otaku Mode for for Nana. There's actually 2 really nice Nana figures that came out earlier this year, I think.
You should not tell me this. You should not have told me this.
You just have to, go look for them. They're nice. They're really nice.
I bet they
and
are.
they're
I bet they are.
reasonably priced, like $160 or something.
really?
So it's yeah, nice. So
But yeah, so that's kind of what got me into fashion. And then so Joey, I actually met through streaming.
really,
So yeah,
Okay.
I was kind of like I like video games, but I was never really into like watching streamers or streaming or anything. So I didn't really watch any content creators.
okay,
But I started streaming on the side, and then I met Joey, and then we became friends. And he knew that I went to fashion school, so he's like,
Okay.
"Hey, do you want to design for me?" So I was like, "Okay." Yeah, that's kind of it. So yeah, nothing. Yeah.
it just some things just happen like that,
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
I mean, like you never know what's gonna happen or when it's gonna happen. So
Yeah.
the best thing to do is just keep doing what you do and be passionate about it.
Yeah, because
and-
I mean, when I first met him, he wasn't. Like, I don't think he had the idea of doing nonsense at the time.
Okay.
Because I met him 6 years ago now, 7 years ago. It's been a while.
Oh, okay,
So
and
like
the brand is only what?
2 years.
2 years
so
old?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. So
okay.
I met him before that. So it's like I didn't know he was into fashion or anything like
Right.
that. So I mean, all we did was like play mahjong sometimes, like hang out, go drink or whatever.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago, he's like, "Hey, I want to start a fashion brand." I was like, "Wait, what? Really? Okay, let's
Yeah.
go." So
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. And is there any aspects about? I mean, we kind of touched on it a little bit, just how the clothing for nonsense is a little bit like, hey, you want to show people what you like, but it's not too overstated. You know, it's just really nice and cool clothes for cool people. But are there any aspects about the clothing that you think people should know about, or like what makes it kind of stand out?
Just that I think we, especially like the design team, we're very particular about like fabric choices and quality.
Okay.
So I personally would like to point out that I think our fabric choices are really nice. We try to use fabrics and like materials that last you a while, so it's not
Okay.
gonna get destroyed in the wash after one cycle and whatnot.
you.
So yeah, like
Thank you.
like me personally, as someone who likes clothing, I just really wanted to make sure that these pieces were things that would actually last you a while.
Okay.
Like it's not just a one season throwaway kind of thing.
Exactly.
So
I
yeah.
think that's for me personally. I have that issue. Where I watch something because like sometimes I think the thing is when you really enjoy a piece of clothing, you'll end up wearing it more
lot,
than
yeah.
You'll just keep putting it on and putting it on, and you know you'll wash it, and eventually at the end of the season, it's like unfortunately
yeah,
it's
it gets
done.
a little ratty, right?
It's a little
Yeah.
ratty. So that's a cool thing that you guys focus on, the fabric and the materials. And,
Yeah, so like our hoodies are really heavy because they're really thick. Like,
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Okay, maybe that's not like a good way to put it, but they're like actually thick. So they're like pretty sturdy. So.
But I feel like hoodies are supposed to be kind of thick. For me personally,
Right.
Okay, so do you have a differentiation between like a spring hoodie and like a winter hoodie?
So this gets really like technical.
Okay.
But so a lot of times hoodies are made out of cotton.
Okay.
And so cotton has different percentages of like thickness.
Okay.
And so the lower the percentage, or not percentage, but like weight.
Okay.
They come in weight. So the lower weight the cotton is, it's a thinner weave.
It's a thinner weave. Okay.
and then-
Continue.
Yeah, so then winter ones, you want to use something a little bit more dense. So the fabric itself tends to be a lot thicker.
A lot thicker.
Yeah, so then summertime, you'll see a lot thinner hoodies. But
Okay.
of course, like thin hoodies do tend to get bad pretty easily.
Pretty
So that's
easily.
kind of the hard thing about making hoodies for spring, summer. It's like you
Okay.
have to find that good like balance of something that's not light enough,
Right.
that's gonna get destroyed, but at the same time you want something that's not too heavy that people are gonna be sweating.
Be sweating in.
So
And I mean,
yeah.
while we're on the topic of hoodies, you've got the Cyberpunk Edge
Yeah.
Runner. I think is it Cyberpunk Yellow? Is
This
that
is the Sandevistan hoodie.
Sandavista hoodie?
because
Okay.
I don't know if I can show people, but
Oh yeah.
it's like on the back. is
Okay.
this
Oh, you
little-
can send it. You can send up.
So on the back,
Okay.
there's like a. Is it hard to see? It probably
It is a little hard to
But
see, but
it's
I can
like
see the
a-
design.
Yeah.
Which, Mike, you want me to move?
Oh.
Yes, move these.
Sorry.
Sponsored by Monster.
So it's good.
Let me put this down too.
So for those of you who've played the game or seen the anime,
Yeah.
David has the Sandevistan spine. So it's got the Sandevistan actual implant design on the back with a puff print,
Oh.
and then our logo with an embroidery on the back.
Nice.
yeah.
Now it's clicking. Okay.
So I literally have a Sandevistan on right now, basically.
You're
It's
not
the-
gonna just go military grade, kick somebody. Like I'm safe
I
here, right?
wish.
We're
I
safe.
I mean, that's one thing I wish from Cyberpunk World is to get like implants and everything. That would be so amazing.
That would be pretty
My
cool.
dream is to become like multiple from Ghost in the Shell to be like fully Android. So that'd be great.
That's-
But
But will
yeah.
you still be yourself?
who cares? It's fine.
Oh, Ghost in the Shell. That's one of my favorite series too.
It's
so
good, right?
It's
Yeah.
good. It's good. But so yeah, you have this hoodie on right now, and we were just talking about like being it breathable or like the weight of it. So is this a more kind of heavy hoodie or?
I would say it's more autumn winter.
Okay, and it still feels pretty good. And right now in Tokyo, it's a little bit warm, and I guess, but
But-
it still feels pretty good.
I mean, I tend to run kind of cold, as in like I'm always cold. So this is perfect for me.
My-
But it might be a little hot for like last week. This week I think it's perfect
It's
though, because it's
perfect.
getting a lot colder. So this is like definitely hoodie weather, where it's like it's too hot for a jacket, but it's kind of cold for a t-shirt.
For
So
t-shirt.
you want something.
It's
So
perfect for
yeah.
that fall kind of winter transitional period, or winter in general.
Yeah, with
I
a
mean-
coat over it.
Yeah, I'm also. My friend's like, you're cold-blooded. I'm like, that makes me sound so horrible. Like, yeah, I get it, but he's like, yeah, you're a White Walker. I'm like, okay, just stop saying these things about me. But yeah, that's awesome, and it looks really good. It looks really
Oh, thank
stylish.
you.
So you guys, your team did an amazing job on it.
Yeah, they did.
And
Thank you.
yeah, I mean, we want to give this away to at least one lucky person. Very simply, very easily. All you have to do is follow Tokyo Otaku Mode on Twitter and also repost. Oh, also follow Nonsense on Twitter too. We want to make
Yes,
sure that
please.
everyone is being followed, and then also
Thank
repost
you.
the giveaway post. That I'm gonna press the button now and send this to the chat just so everyone can get this. Let me go ahead and post. It is now up. The giveaway is going to be open from today all the way into October 5th here in Japan. So just remember, it's going to be up for about a week. And let me go ahead and send this to our team on the other side. Boop. There we go. Awesome. And yeah, like I said, one person we will be able to win this hoodie. Not the hoodie she's wearing.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, this
Not
is mine. This
that.
is
That's
mine.
hers. Yes, you'll be able to win the Scandinavian. No, I'm golly, man.
Well, yes, I am part Scandinavian.
Oh,
Thank you. No. Sandevistan hoodie.
We're done. We're done, everybody. So please go ahead and check out the Twitter. Check out the link right there, and then go ahead and repost it. Follow and repost. And that'll be open till October 5th. I wanted to also promote some more merch in terms of Nonsense. You can go to nonsense.jp, and that'll take you to all of their merch. They got a huge selection. Are there any other like merch that you think from the shop that you think is like, check this out for sure?
So we're on the website. We actually are doing collabs with Chainsaw Man and also Radio Eva, and we
okay.
also have our like original AW line on the website as well. So some items are pre-order only, but some items are like ready to go. So if
Awesome.
anyone's interested in any of those collabs, it's available on our website.
Sweet. And then of course, if you're at Tokyo, if you're at TGS,
If you're in Tokyo,
if you're in Tokyo
come by.
for TGS. Yeah, swing by their booth. Which hall are you in?
We're at the very end of 11.
Okay. You know what? I was by there a couple days ago, and yeah, they've got the merch out there.
Yeah.
So please go ahead, stop on by there as well. And if you want to just look at some anime merch on Tokyo Otaku Mode, we've got a Tokyo Game Show special roundup of merch featuring all the characters from like Cyberpunk Edge Runners, Azure Lane, Nikkei, all of those wonderful, nice games. I say this like, oh my, nice games, everybody. No, they really are. I don't play them, but I watch people play them. I'm not gonna dig myself out of this hole, am I?
No, you're not. You're digging deeper.
It's deeper
You're digging
and deeper.
deeper.
We've also got HoloLive Meet merch for 2025 or 2024 HoloLive Meet merch. So go ahead and check that out. Some great merch right there. So anyways, I want to say thank you so much for joining us, Haru, and then also to Nonsense for just arranging this for the giveaway and everything. And we'll be back. We're going to swing back around in about 5 or 10 more minutes. So stay tuned, and we're just going to talk about TGS, shoot the stuff. It's a PG-13 stream, kids.
Shoot the stuff. Yeah.
We're going to shoot the stuff. We're just going to talk and just hang out a little bit more after that. So thank you, everyone, and please stay tuned.
Thank you guys so much.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Tokyo Otaku Mode stream. We're chilling now. We are actually chilling. You're here with me, Adrian, host. Where this is like the third time we've kind of cut from our first part of the stream, which was just like an introduction of Tokyo Game Show. Then we had an awesome interview with Haru from Nonsense, one of the designers for the brand. We are giving away one piece of merch from Cyberpunk 2077 that Nonsense is collaborating with. So definitely go check out our Twitter feed. All you have to do is follow Tokyo Otaku Mode, follow Nonsense, and repost. That's it. It's simple. And you could be one lucky winner to win that great merch. Anyways, so what we're going to be talking about now is just going over the show, like our thoughts on Tokyo Otaku Mode's experience at Tokyo Game Show. That's a lot of Tokyos. That's 2 Tokyos. 2 times Tokyo. My co-host, Alex, is currently off gallivanting or something like that. He might be eating. I'm enjoying this Monster. I will tell you, every year, and I don't know if this is like around the world for like gaming events or anything, every year, Monster is here. Every year. And this is not like a paid sponsorship. I'm just saying they're here. They're giving out free Monsters. And sometimes, you know, when you just need a little energy, you just grab one. That's all I'm saying. So, I got to say, for me personally, the show's been great this year. It's been really nice to just, I don't know, just like that feeling that, yo, Japanese games are here. They're back. We had some cool announcements in terms of games to look forward to. I know because we're an anime company, well, I mean, we sell anime merch primarily, more so than just like specifically game merch. I know some people are probably hype about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I know you. I know y'all are out there. I'm not as much hype on it. I'm just saying, it looks pretty. It looks pretty, and it probably plays really fun. I got to say, the character selection of 12 different Gokus and 12, you already know, but I think it's great fan service. I think fans are going to have a wonderful time with it. They've got a huge Goku, kind of like, I'm going to call it like inflatable balloon statue. I don't know what you call them, but there's a huge Goku out there on the show floor at the Bandai Namco booth, along with the game. You can play it here. It's got a lot of traction. I think a lot of Dragon Ball fans are looking forward to it, and we haven't had like real talk outside of like the DLC for Kakarot and like Dragon Ball Fighters. You haven't had as much anything else happening. So that's here on the show floor. That's been pretty good. Another anime game that I think people are going to be really excited to kind of check out is going to be the upcoming Bleach Rebirth of Souls, which is Bleach Birth of what? I'm just sitting here, and then all of a sudden, Alex is like, I'm coming back. Alex, you here? You welcome back. I already drank some of mine. You late?
What's up?
You late?
Sponsored by Monster Energy.
Sponsored by Monster Energy Drink.
We get paid for every can.
For every can.
That's not true. No, that's not true.
No, we really don't. It's like for every sip of Monster we take, there's an extra penny that comes into someone's.
I just go home and I like die. Overdose.
I mean, I remember one year you had like 4 of these, right?
That was last year.
Last year you had 4.
Right. We want to talk about like TGS memories. So we've been at TGS for the last couple of years, just in different capacities for Tokyo Otaku Mode. The thing about TGS is that they're sponsored by Monster. So you can come and they'll just hand out Monsters, right? Which is cool.
Free.
Yeah. But on like business days when it's not as crowded,
you can walk back around.
You can very easily like obtain a ton of Monsters. I think like last year, day 1, I drank like 4 in the span of like 1 hour.
I can't do that. That's crazy. I mean, like and the reason why they're here is they're always hooked up with. I'm like they're hooked up with no, but they're always like partner with one first-person shooter. I think one year it was Apex, and then another.
It's just been Call of Duty like for the last couple.
Couple years. Yeah. Apex was the only one to kind of bust into there, but this year it's like Call of Duty Warzone Mobile, which Call of Duty this year.
Is it not 6 this year? Is it mobile?
It's mobile. Yeah, it's mobile. It's mobile. Yeah.
Sorry.
But I will say Black Ops 6.
Mm-hmm.
that game is going to be. I'm looking forward to everyone who's going to be taken hostage and just what is going to be said in people's ears.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to be the person.
You want to?
I don't want to.
You want to explain what the feature is, though?
Okay. So this year, Call of Duty's they're revamping a lot of the stuff with the multiplayer. Number one, you have this kind of like omnidirectional movement, which you're almost always sprinting. You can attach to walls. You can like dive in any direction. It's so arcadey, but the feature that they added that I think content creators and just people in general are going to be hype about is you can take. Look, I'm just saying. You can take people hostage and use them as like a body shield, right?
And then as soon as you do that, it opens up proximity chat.
And you can just say...
you can whisper
you can say
anything
in their ear.
They have to hear it.
And it's like, oh my goodness. I feel bad. I hope people use this responsibly.
They won't.
They won't.
People won't.
Ain't no one going to use this responsibly. The clips coming out of this are going to be insane.
Yeah. What are you going to do? What's the first thing
I'm
you're going
not
to do?
playing Call of Duty. That's what I'm not going to do. I wouldn't.
Oh, okay.
I'm a nice person. So like...
Nice
Why are you looking at me? Why are you looking?
Nice people don't play Call of Duty. Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying. So we have two rules now. It's like nice people can't say they're nice people, and then you can't like people with two first names.
Oh my God.
Well, everybody, you got two first names in your name.
Yeah.
So
chances are.
Chances are.
I'm gonna invest in like one of those super expensive ASMR dummy heads where they have the microphone.
Gosh.
Yeah, that people use for ASMR.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy one of those. I'm gonna hook it up to my PC or my console, and then every time I take anyone hostage, I'm gonna give them a free
ASMR treatment,
like head massage.
Like going in from like one ear
and do the ear cleaning thing.
Oh gosh, it's genius though. Like I think like. Now we're at the point in games where we're just like we're looking for good features, and that's like a fun feature. Games are supposed to be fun, right? They're fun at the core. So that's something that they've put in there. I don't know. Did you see? This isn't on the show floor, I don't think. This was like at the Xbox showcase that they had a couple nights ago. Did you see the it's like what is it called? Threads of Time?
No.
It's a 2D.
Tell me about it.
I can't give you a full spiel about it. You're usually into like JRPGs, so it's like a JRPG. It's 2D HD, like that kind of treatment. Has a very Chrono Trigger kind of feel to it, where you're hopping through different ages. It looks really nice. They've got anime cutscenes and such. So I don't know. I just figure you had seen it.
So for the last couple of days, for TGS, we've been here since day one. I've gone home and just like passed out.
Yeah. I mean, I watched the Capcom thing, and then I watched the Xbox one. I watched a little bit of Sega last night.
Yep. How was that?
It was
a lot of Sonic Generations.
I missed the Sonic Generations part. I got to the last
featuring Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, featuring Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Which dude? There's like a giant shadow on the floor too. Mm-hmm. Shadow the Hedgehog is out there, but. I mean, no, there's no announcements like we talked about earlier. There's nothing special. But if you haven't watched a Tokyo Game Show stream where they give the English translations simultaneously, you are missing out.
It's like a treat.
It's a treat. Last night on the Sega one, they said it's available on Xbox Steam Box.
Did he say that?
He said the Xbox Steam Box, and then
no, I mean like, but
so
to be honest, like I have massive respect for interpreters.
Yes.
It is so hard, like to just take what you're hearing and then like putting it out in different language naturally.
Because the way that they do it is there's usually 2 to 4 people on the panel, and they don't take turns talking. Like sometimes it'll be all of them talking, and the translator you just hear like. And it's a great time to play games right now. But if you want to play this game, you have to go and now I'm very happy. You'll just hear stuff like that, like I'm very happy because someone said they're happy.
Do they say in English I'm happy or
yeah? Like last night
they didn't say like Tanashimi or anything, right?
Yeah, they just said I'm happy.
Oh, in English?
In English, yeah, because the translator.
No, okay, but okay. Because I don't go around and
saying
I'm like, hey. I'm happy.
Oh, like
I don't think I've ever said that in my
life.
I don't think I've ever
said
that in my life.
Udashides, and then like yeah. So it's a fun thing. So if you definitely you should just look up any of those streams.
Yeah,
Capcom
they're fun.
Yeah, Capcom does it usually pretty nicely. Theirs is like pre-recorded.
Do you prefer the pre-recorded announcements, or do you kind of like it where what is it? The highly produced like Nintendo Directs, or like
I
you want like the real vibe where it's straight up like interpreter.
I like the interpreter.
Yeah,
I like
it's authentic.
It's authentic,
Yeah.
but it's not entertaining.
What?
No, because like when they're interpreting, they don't have like any
Inflection?
pitch. Yeah, there's no inflection
Okay.
or like pitch to what they're saying. So like when it says like I'm happy, they don't say it like, oh, and I'm happy. It just goes
Like text to speech.
yeah, it's just like, and I'm happy, and then it just goes on to the next thing, you know. So it's one of those. It's fun. It's funny if you're doing like a watch along or watching with your favorite streamer. Then it's like it's an experience.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, I think we can like show some pictures of Tokyo Game Show. Hopefully, I'm signaling over to our.
You want to see the? You want to switch the audience
Oh, yeah,
cam?
the
we
audience
set
cam?
this up. We turned one of our cameras,
Oh, that's right.
backwards. You want to show the people?
show the. This is a booth for the people.
Yeah.
We're for the people.
Literally, this is live from the scene. This is TGS right now, or a section of it. We were talking about like the food court area. This is what it looks like right now. You can see all the food trucks lined up, and just the people out here hanging out. You might see some cosplayers just out here. Off camera a little bit, there's a Rem cosplayer.
Wait, really?
Yeah, right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. It's off camera, like just barely off
Yeah.
camera.
You've so for the last couple of days that you've been here since business day 1, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You've seen these food trucks like for hours at this point. Do you have a favorite? Do you have one of these food trucks?
I
like,
want
which
to
one of
try
these
the rocket chicken.
You want to try? That one sticks out to you, Rocket Chicken.
Rocket chicken looks because it's called rocket chicken, and I'm like, what makes it rocket chicken? You know, like it's a nice name.
You're intrigued by the rocket
I'm
part
intrigued
of it,
by the
yeah.
name, but then there's also the gyukatsu.
Which is always good.
You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, gyukatsu's legit.
What about you?
Well, I mean, from here you can't really see it on camera, but there's like
A hot dog?
one that just says hot dog. It just
It
the word
says
hot dog.
with like eyes above it, like
Yeah,
Cuphead
yeah.
eyes or something.
No, if I think if I were to get anything from the food truck, I'd probably do hot dog because you can't really mess up a hot dog.
No, you
Right?
say that now, but I've seen a hot dog messed up.
How?
Just go online and look
I don't think
up-
I want to know. No, you're not really
There's no-
preferencing this.
No,
No.
okay.
Yeah.
So to preference this, a friend of mine sent me a video of like street food, like Korean street food, right? And there was a Korean like stall that was doing American style hot dogs.
Okay.
But the toppings they put on the hot dogs, and I can't remember off the top of my head, it wasn't just like a mustard ketchup relish thing. It was like high-end, strange toppings on it that just didn't seem like you would enjoy a hot dog.
Okay.
That's what I mean. That's how you can mess up a hot dog. Wrong toppings.
The wrong toppings.
The wrong toppings.
What was it like?
Would you put like mushrooms on your hot dog?
Maybe.
Does that stand out? Like, would you put mustard, relish, and mushrooms on your hot dog? You put like some sauerkraut on there too?
Sure. Yeah, I'd do it. You gotta experiment. You gotta live a little.
I'm okay.
All right. So we just derailed.
We
Yeah,
just
what was
derailed.
you talking about?
Oh wait. Go back. So I was gonna say like Sora and Roxas just showed up again.
Did they?
Yeah, they're like
oh
right
yeah,
there.
they're in line.
Sora and Roxas.
You want to take bets like which food is Sora gonna get? Yeah.
This has quickly become like the delinquent heist, like delinquent.
All right. I think
Heisting group.
looks like they're walking away. I think
Oh,
they
they're
might
walking
be
no.
interested in
They
steak.
Steak or hot dogs.
Yeah.
Or gyukatsu.
Taking bets here.
This
yeah.
just got like degen as heck right for like 1 minute. Anyways, let's go to Tokyo Game Show. Some pictures of different booths or just in general. Well, I'm talking to Leo,
our operator.
our operator.
There's no operator cam.
There is no operator cam. I mean, I could turn the cam to him.
Yeah.
Should we just turn the
Have to
people's
get up and turn the camera.
turn the people's
yeah.
cam to the producer cam?
So funny.
Oh my goodness. This is, I mean, I feel like this stream is in the best of ways. He's like, no. My face is only for a few. The people cam is
waving?
awesome.
Are they waving now?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we had some cool people over there who waved at us when they saw the camera come back towards them. I gotta say, this has been a relaxing stream and a very relaxing like venue.
This year, you mean?
This year, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, it'd be really nice, hopefully, to do it a little bit more often. I don't know how
You
because
mean,
these
like
events,
do 2 TGSs a year?
to do 2 TGSs a year.
I don't know if I would. I don't think my body could take that. No, I don't think I could take that. No.
It would be like, what are we talking about? No,
I'm like maxed out. I'm gonna go home and like just actually die.
Well, if you don't see Alex next year on the stream, you'll know where he is.
Yeah, it's because I got fired.
Or yeah.
Hi.
Is it good? Or are we good? Okay, we're gonna look at some photos out of TGS now. I don't know what's queued up first, so we'll see. Eventually. Until then, we smile and talk about something. I gotta say, I hope the Nikkei pictures are here. So Nikkei had the gacha kind of.
The human gacha?
Yeah, the human.
Yeah, that was cool.
I don't know how to feel about human gacha.
When someone described it to me as like, oh, they're doing human gacha, I was like, what are you talking? What is that? That sounds awful.
They're essentially like, how many girls are there?
Okay, we have to back up. You have to,
Okay, yeah.
First, you have to explain Nikkei.
Okay, Nikkei, Goddess of Victory.
Right.
Did I
The
get it
mobile,
right? The
mobile game by Shift Up.
By Shift Up.
Yeah.
Shout out to anyone who's played Stellar Blade.
Yeah.
Love it. Anyways, everyone's like, oh, now we know what. Now we know. Anyways, it's a very, very, very popular mobile game out for the past couple of years.
I think the
It's
second
second year.
anniversary is
Yeah,
coming up.
it's coming up.
Really soon. Yeah.
I mean, you've played it more than me. I've only played like the opening mission.
Sure. Yeah.
You can describe it.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically what it is. It's like a shooter. Not even a shooter. It's like
It's a strategic.
tactical. It's like a strategical.
Yeah.
Shooter, we'll call it.
Shooter.
From Shift Up.
Tap.
With like an emphasis on character designs.
Character designs.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah.
So they're here at TGS this year. They have a booth, and part of that booth is it looks like a giant real life reconstruction of the scene you would get when you do a pull, when you do a banner pull, like a 10 pull or whatever, right? So if you play it, it's like 5 on top, and it's like 2 rows of 5, right? When you get your results screen. So you can go to the booth, you hit like a button, and it does like a roll for you, and then it kind of like reveals, like, I guess it's like the polarized glass where you can see through it.
You can see through it, yeah.
After it changes.
It changes.
And behind the glass is like cosplayers, so it's like 10 Nikkei cosplayers.
Yeah.
So it's as if you did like
a real
gacha pull, and
yeah.
those are the units you got. Yeah, it looks really cool.
And if you actually, I think one of them is it one of them is holding something, or is there just like one part that, because it changes every time, but if it lands and you actually win the gacha, you get like a little bit of, you get some swag from the booth.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't do it myself, but I watched people do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as I could tell, it was the same every time. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was.
I think the line was around like 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Or I mean,
just
today,
like
today it's gonna be crazy.
Hit this button.
Yeah, to just hit the button.
Yeah.
Just to hit a button.
Yeah. I think if you did it, I think you got like a free 10 pull in game, maybe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, that's what's up. I mean, from Monster Hunter World, or sorry, it's sometimes I get like confused. Like, because they're both MHW, right? And like
World and Wilds.
And Wilds, yeah. And I'm so used to saying Worlds. But yeah, for Monster Hunter Wilds, if you like go through and if you're able to play the demo, and I mean, you have to line up at the start because that thing's going to be done in 30 minutes. They're giving out like time tickets. But if you are able to like finish it, you get like this really nice sash, like little pouch, which is really cool. I got to say, they give you a nice little code for Monster Hunter Now. And then there's some another couple, like a clear file that they'll give you too. But the demo is nice because it's 20 to 30 minute demo.
Okay, that's pretty sizable.
So it's like you can do the main quest hunt, and as always, you can do it like single player or multiplayer.
Right.
So you can take 4 of your friends, or they'll match you with some other people.
With some randos at the show.
Yeah, honestly, that's the best way to do it because you get to go in quicker.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because it's 4 people at a time for that station.
Okay, the opposite of roller coaster.
It's the opposite of the roller coaster.
Yeah.
But they give you the first hunt, which you've seen in a lot of the preview footage, and I don't want to mess up the monster's name, but the one that's always in the pack, the Dodogara, I think what it's called.
I mean, whatever. Sure.
just whatever. It's called that.
Yeah.
Anyways, you get to do that quest, and then after you finish it, you can still just kind of roam around for about 10 extra minutes and try out different locations or see other monsters. So you can see about 2, maybe 3 monsters. It has all the encounters where the monsters are fighting each other and the world change, all that stuff. So it's really cool. It's really cool. Well, you played Metal Gear Rising, not Rising, Metal Gear Solid Delta.
Yeah, you did it. Yeah.
You can't call it like it's because it's not Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta or Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater Delta. It's just Metal Gear Solid Delta, right?
I'm actually not 100% sure. It might be Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta Snake Eater. I'm actually like
I
I'm
don't
not
know
sure.
either. Yeah.
The remake of 3.
But how was that? I mean, you only played a little bit of it, but
Yeah, I didn't get to play the full demo of it, but I got to play a chunk of it. So it's good.
Yeah.
Like it's good. Because basically, it's a very faithful remake of the original Snake Eater, which I think is already a good game.
Yeah.
So you might have some people that are like, "Oh, I wish you had done more with this," but then you also have people that are like, "Oh, I
Well, you
wish
have, like,
just don't leave it."
yeah,
Don't touch it, right? The demo that I played basically starts off as if you're just starting a fresh game. So you'll get the opening cutscenes. There'll be the scene where Snake jumps out of
the
he does the
plane.
Halo jump, right?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you land in the jungle. You lose your backpack. You got to find your backpack.
Okay.
You cross the bridge, and then the boss chucks you off, right?
Yeah.
But I think first impressions is that the modern controls feel really good. So they've kind of made it
Okay.
feel more like a modern shooter where L2 will be like ready gun, R2 will be fire. You can switch to first person mode with R1.
Yeah.
Reload is square. So they kind of modernized it. So if you're coming from 5 or any other
Okay.
modern shooter,
Right.
you'll have like a easy time adjusting to this.
And like the perspective is just like a normal straight up third person shooter now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's not
yeah.
like
The top down original Snake Eater.
Okay.
Yeah. But if you're like a purist or you want to just kind of experience the game as if like it originally was, you
Yeah.
can switch it to like the classic controls.
Oh, dude, that's
yeah,
cool.
If you really
That's
want
cool.
to.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like
and the
they-
perspective changes too.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. I feel like for this like remaster, like they're really treating it because they know how much people care about Metal Gear, and it was one thing to just put out the remaster collections of
Smash Collection 1.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
like 1,
which,
2, and 3.
which I mean that was pretty much just putting them on current gen
Modern
on
platforms,
modern
yeah,
consoles,
yeah.
right? And then now they're really trying to make sure that they don't mess this up.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how a lot of people feel, but I feel like Silent Hill 2 is on like a shaky ground. Like I think it's gonna split some fans of Silent Hill 2, which
Because
is
it's a little more like they've changed a little bit more, right? Compared to
yeah,
Delta,
to
where
Delta,
they've
which is
kind of they kept it mostly the same. Yeah.
mostly the same. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see because both of those games, Silent Hill comes out next month, and then I believe Metal Gear Delta doesn't have a date yet.
There's no
It's
date
just
yet.
2025
Yeah.
sometime. And then Monster Hunter Worlds Rides.
Keep going. You'll get it eventually. Yeah. You'll
Man.
get there. Yeah.
Monster Hunter Wilds. That's coming out February 28th or
Yeah.
25th, 28th, somewhere
Yeah.
in there next year, which is great timing. Along with the Yakuza,
Oh, the pirate
the
one.
pirate one, yeah.
Pirate-
That's
pirate-
also
pirate
February.
adventure.
Pirate Adventure.
Yeah.
Are you going to get that?
Yeah, probably eventually. I'm still trying to go through the series. Like I'm working my way through the whole series. So when I get to that point, then I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you are on a PC and you like Steam, go check out the Tokyo Game Show sale. All that stuff is on sale right now for Yakuza or Like a Dragon series.
Sega's doing a
The Sega's
sale right
doing
now,
it. Yeah, all the publishers are doing it, so
Yeah.
you can get some good games for a great price. I want to say Fatal Fury. This is something I do have to shout out. Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. I was walking by the SNK booth, which is huge this year. It's like actually a booth. Normally they just don't have. Usually SNK isn't really like they're here, but they're not really a presence. And this year, like they have this huge display for Fatal Fury. They've got cosplayers out for like Terry Mai and Rock Howard, and it's just like the game in motion looks really beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
it's like the shell shading, like the effects that they're doing, the cross hatching and all that stuff. It looks good. It surprised me. It's because like I've been looking at it, but I didn't think it was gonna look as good as it did in person.
What was the last game? What's like Gauto? Like what was it?
26 years
A
ago.
little while ago, right?
Yeah, 26 years ago,
Yeah.
which is insane. And for the price, if you are gonna get the game, you get all the first season character DLC. And they just revealed that Chun-Li and Kin are going to be in the game too from Street
That's good
Fighter.
because there's a little bit of crossover action. Yeah.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
we had
yeah.
Terry and 6, right? Street Fighter.
So we're 100% getting. I think we're 100% getting. Oh, you. Oh, okay.
What?
Well, we're gonna put out. You can go ahead and put some images on the screen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I thought they were queued up, but they're now being queued up. Anyways, but no, I was gonna say something about Fatal Fury.
Something different, you mean?
Something about Fatal Fury.
All right.
I don't know.
We'll leave it at that.
The thought just left my head,
It's
just
gone
like
now.
the Scandinavian. If you watch the previous interview, you'll get that reference.
Out of context, that just sounds like bizarre.
Out of context, it is
Yeah.
very bizarre. It's like, what is he talking about? The Scandinavian? It's like
Yeah.
a new movie coming out. Anyways, it turns out they're actually just. Oh,
What's up?
which booth do we want to go to?
Surprise us.
Just give us Warframe. We're gonna just be like, give us the Warframe one. So this is the first year Warframe has been on the show floor.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised to see a booth for Warframe.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just getting more popular here or if it's always been popular. I mean, it's a very popular series, game in general.
It's been pretty, like, what's the word? Like, stable, I guess, has a very, very strong community.
Yeah, one of the few live service, like Destiny style games.
They
There's
really
only,
stood the test of time.
Yeah.
Warframe's been around for a while.
I think around the same time as Destiny, like it's 10 years, close to 10 years or something like that.
It feels like that.
It's getting up there because it was on PS4.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember playing it on PS4. I was like, what is this game? It looks cool.
Yeah.
And then I ended up playing Destiny a lot. But yeah, they're here on the show floor and they're promoting, I think, Warframe 1999.
What is that?
Is it's kind of a little side mission, which I wish I could give more intel on that because they did a game before Warframe, and this kind of like links back to that. It's like a call back to that game, like on PS3. I want to say PS3, one of those titles. But yeah, the booth is awesome. I mean, it kind of reminded me of the Cyberpunk booth because of the motorcycle, the nice motorcycle. But yeah, Warframe was pretty cool to see on the show floor. I think a lot of people are probably the most. I can only say this in Japanese. Wadai, like the booth that everyone's probably going to be talking about. Pow World.
Oh, you think so?
Pow World. Yeah, I think that's just because of everything going around about Pow World.
Also, it's physically very big.
It's physically very
Yeah.
big. Yeah, it's a huge booth. Did you walk by it?
I walked by it a couple times. I took a picture. I was like, oh hey, it's a giant monster, and then I took a picture of it. Yeah, yeah, this thing right here.
Yeah.
Super. Oh yeah, they're cute.
They're cute.
Yeah, for sure. So I don't know. I saw it and I was like, that's cool. That's a big booth.
Yeah. It's right across from Capcom's booth. Like,
Yeah.
literally just turn around and there's Power World.
There's the Power World booth on the show floor, and then also if you're over at Hall 11 where they have the merch, there's like a big Power World merch booth.
Yeah.
So, did you go inside to check it out?
No, I didn't get to go inside. I know we had another one of our coworkers who was here.
Yeah.
Who was, I don't think his pictures. We were
Yeah,
able to,
but we had a
get
coworker
them,
check this out. Yeah.
But yeah, if you go inside the booth, you can actually
like a
there's
crane. He said it was a crane game.
there's a crane game,
Yeah.
and then there's also like pals in cages.
Okay, that sounds
I-
grim.
but-
yeah.
I mean, that's
They're very in line with the game. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're in there. They have
Yeah.
also got like some cosplayers dressed up as I guess this is so hard not to call. They're not trainers, but what are they called? They're not gym leaders.
I didn't play the game, so.
See, this is why
I
we're.
know, yeah, I didn't play the game.
They have some cool cosplay though.
Yeah.
All the Power World people are like these dudes. But yeah, Power World had a huge presence here on the show floor.
Out of all the booths, what one stuck out to you the most? You're like, oh yeah, that's a cool booth. Or like, oh yeah.
I gotta say, Capcom's booth.
Capcom.
Yeah, Capcom with Monster Hunter Wild.
Mm-hmm.
Their booth was, to me, because every year Capcom has like a good booth.
Yeah, they're one of the biggest publishers. So
Every year they have number one. They'll always have like a hunter out there.
Yeah.
Or they'll have like a little booth, like a sacred. This year it's a sacred. But yeah, the last time it was like what was the dogs? What were the dogs called?
from Rise.
From Rise, yeah. Palamutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Palamutes. You could like get on top of the Palamute. It was like a full scale one.
Yeah, and you can
So
like
you
it's
could
a
take
photo
a
op.
picture. Yeah, photo op part.
I think it was last year too. Same at the Capcom booth where they had a thing for Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
It was like a big screen behind you, and they had it looked like you were on trial, right?
You got yeah.
I
yeah.
didn't do it, but
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
it looked like you were on trial, and then they would either show that you were guilty or innocent. I'm pretty sure everyone was innocent. It'd be kind of weird if it was like
It's
guilty.
you were guilty.
Yeah, I know. But it looked like you were on trial, and then it looked like the case was like won for you.
Yeah.
And that was a photo op. Yeah.
I think the other one that was really cool. So I was there the year that they also did like it was Nero from Devil May Cry 5. They had like a full like size Nero.
Yep.
And then I think I've been there for Dante, but you guys were there. I didn't get to see Chun-Li. You guys saw Chun-Li's like huge statue.
Was that last year? This year?
I think it was last year. Yeah, because I remember like looking at the picture, like her thigh. I'm sorry. Look, everyone knows. Look, if
Your
you see
eyes are just like.
freaking Chun-Li is
man.
like Chun-Li. If you ever see Chun-Li, obviously like the thighs,
The defining feature.
the defining feature because they're not human.
Oh my god.
But they had like a photo op so you could stand next to her, and like they always do something like that. Even for Monster Hunter, they'll have I think we have maybe a picture of like the hunter or the Palico. They'll have those guys out there, and it's just always nice. Like like seeing it up close.
Yeah, they're really good photo ops. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why they're ops. I mean, part of it is like booth decor, but
Yeah.
they kind of encourage you to take pictures and that kind of stuff. So, that's super cool.
Which I think now for Tokyo Game Show, that's about as much as you can do because there's too many people.
There's a lot of people here. Yeah.
There's so many people.
I remember
that-
the year that Square had FF7 Remake, right, on PS4, and there was a playable demo. So doors open at like 10 for public, right? I think.
Right.
I believe like tickets to get in line to play the demo like were completely distributed within like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like everyone went straight to Square to play Remake. I was like,
Which, if you're on the show floor this year, you can play Rebirth on a PS5 Pro.
Oh, they
At
have
Sony's,
it here?
Yeah, it's at Sony's booth.
Okay.
The director was here playing it yesterday,
Okay.
or the day before yesterday.
Right.
He's like, Sony invited me to play.
To show off.
To show off,
the
yeah.
PS5 Pro, yeah.
I don't know. Where's some other booths that were kind of
Notable.
Were good? Yeah, notable.
I mean, it's easy to say like any of the big publishers, like Square or whatever. I think for me, consistently in the last couple of years, I've always been like a little bit impressed at like the size of Konami's booth.
Oh yeah, Konami.
It's always big.
Yeah, Konami. Well, Konami's booth this year is even
bigger.
bigger.
It's huge.
And it's divided
huge.
into
like 3 sections or something.
the
like
three
that.
sections.
Yeah.
It's like one side is Silent Hill 2, the other side is like Metal Gear.
Yeah.
And I think there's like you can play Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't know if there's like an actual section dedicated, but like inside it, like for playable demos, Yu-Gi-Oh, and there's a couple other games that they've got on display. But maybe we might have some pictures of Konami. There's a Snake. I think Snake's in there too.
Like Snake.
Solid Snake's like there's a cosplayer that they have like wandering around.
Yeah, here's Konami's
Yeah.
booth. Yeah, it's always like huge, and like those signs, like where it says Silent Hill 2 and Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no 3. Okay. But anyways, those are like LCD panels, so they change, and it's like it's such a visual like I don't know. Like overload.
No,
because all those signs will flash and change, and like you can't help but be like, "Oh man, Konami came."
They came in.
Yeah,
And I think this year, I mean, like a lot of these big booths, some of them will have a stage built into them. I think that's what the middle section of this might be. It's just like for like if they have announcements or a live stream that they're doing, they'll do it from like right there. So you'll have like today. That middle section is going to be full of people just waiting, or like when they have an announcement or something, they'll do it right there.
People like waiting for that,
And then you'll have people on the left and right sides, probably around the back side of the booth that are lining up for Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. And where do you say the Delta? Metal Gear Delta Snake Eater?
It's Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater.
Delta Snake Eater.
Very
Why Delta?
Catchy name. I don't know. Don't ask me.
Why Delta?
Ask Konami, yeah.
What about the Delta? What is there about the Delta?
Well, Delta typically means change, right? It's to denote a change in mathematics and science and stuff.
Here we go. Alex is.
And then maybe because it looks like a triangle and there's 3 sides to a triangle, it's Metal Gear Solid 3. I don't know.
Maybe. So I don't know. What else do we have? Anything else particularly? I don't think we have anything else outside of what we talked about. But before we end the stream, we're gonna wrap it up. Oh no! We're talking to Leo right now.
Just all trying
For-
to manage.
We're just,
yeah.
let's like do it in Japanese. Wait.
This is a high production stream we're doing here.
Yeah.
The literal definition of doing it live.
Doing it live.
Yeah.
The little definition. It was kind of cool. People took our picture right there or something.
I saw that. Yeah.
We are now in somebody's memories for Tokyo Game Show. Their photo album.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
If only they like next year, if they do the same thing, I hope they'll have like speakers outside.
Yeah.
So like you can hear what we're actually saying because we're like in a vacuum.
Yeah. If you guys have any like ideas or suggestions or anything you want Tom to do at TGS, let us know.
Yeah.
And then we can convince our bosses to let us
To
do
let
it.
us do it.
Yeah.
This is like the most delinquent. If you
Yeah,
if you're
please. Yeah,
just hound
no.
us, send us mail. Not well. How would they do it? Would they just there's
leave
a
leave a
feedback.
comment on this YouTube video, maybe on the archive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Leave a comment on the YouTube video if you'd like to see more content like this, and also like for TGS, like if you'd like to see something
Specifically for TGS, yeah.
because it'd be awesome to play some games here.
Yeah.
Too, like play some games or maybe get some
Yeah.
other influencers in here and just kind of like chill and talk. It's really a nice setting. So, really quickly, we do have a special merch selection for Tokyo Game Show that we have lined up on the website otakumode.com.
Yep.
Yep, you can go there. There's a bunch of characters from different games, figures, and all sorts of merch. If you like Nikkei, if you like Azure Lane, if you like Blue Archive, they're all mobile
Why
games.
specifically those are the games that come to mind?
Fine, if you
to
like
you're not
Dragon Ball, there's Dragon Ball Z merch over there. Dragon Ball merch. There's
Yeah.
also, I think we do have a Metal Gear Solid from First Four Figures thing that's still available for pre-order.
Yeah, well, there's probably some stuff for like Legend of Heroes as well. I think.
Legend of Heroes, yeah.
and
Kirby's got a little bit of new merch that just came out.
Yeah.
So if you want to check out some game merch, we've got that on
First thing is Nikkei.
Nikkei. It
On the mind.
you know what?
Yeah.
If Chun-Li was in Nikkei, money.
All right, Capcom, if you're listening.
Capcom knows what they're doing, okay? You've seen Gemma. Anyways, everybody, one last thing I'd like to promote is we do have HoloLive Meet merch that's available on the Tom Shop. So go to Otaku Mode. Check out, I think there's a banner for it, so you might have to refresh a couple times, but HoloLive Meet, the ambassadors this year are, I wish you...
You have a link right here. Literally, you could look at it.
I
right
have
now.
a.
Yeah, you literally can
I
look
do
at
have
it,
a
yeah.
link right here. I'm just like, which, who, what? Oh man, we got.
There's Frieza. Can you cut? Can you cut
Can
to
you
the? Can you cut to the audience
cut
cam?
to the audience? We got like Frieza and. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Cut. Get the cut. No, we can't.
I don't know.
I
why
wish
it
we
won't let us. I
could.
don't know why it won't let us.
Now we're just.
We're
talking.
looking at Frieza. It's very
I wish we
extremely
could.
unsettling.
It's so good though. The cosplay is so good. Anyways, for the HoloLive Meet merch, your official ambassadors are Shirakami Fubuki. Should I say the full name or just?
You can say the full name.
Okay.
Konkon Kitsune, Shirakami Fubuki, and. Oh, I see.
You have to click. Let me click right here.
Go for it. You can do it.
Okay. Kobo Kanaeru. Hakos Bells.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going. Minase Ryo. Okay, come on. Last one. What? Banzoin Haka.
All right. Excellent.
Did I get it? Did
Yeah.
I pass the test?
Yeah.
Anyways, head to the Tokyo Otaku Mode shop at otakumode.com. Check out the merch. Thank you so much for joining us for this live stream. We've officially stayed our welcome, overstayed it. Alex, thanks for joining me, man.
Yeah, you're welcome, man.
I'm Adrian, and once again, let us know on the YouTube link in the comments or whatever. Let us know if you want to see some more of this type of content. And that's it. We're good. Thanks so much for joining us for our Tokyo Otaku Mode TGS Creator Lounge wrap up.
All right. Tom out.
Time out. T out.
Oh, yeah.
T out.
Yeah, tout.
Oh, tout.
Okay, goodbye. Cut the stream.
Cut the stream. Cut it now. Cut it now. We're good.